What's up, everybody? It's Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. I'm gonna try to take a page from the CEO's handbook, and I'm gonna probably make this part of the video where I can clip it and make it a video of its own. You know, like I seen that CEO who does the CEO handbook done his. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, here's the deal, people. Working in this lawsuit, and I went over to the Discord just to have time with the people there. And what happened was, Little Green Candle asked if she objected, does that mean she had to go to the hearing? And I said, no. You can object simply just to let the judge know how you feel about the settlement proposal that Allegheny and AMC have proposed to us. You can do that in a letter, like I showed you in my last video that I just got through uploading, okay? Takes you step by step exactly what you need to do your letter. Now, mine's a little bit more in depth because in the end, I'm seeing that I'm going to have to put a motion to intervene in, and I'm going to have to go to Delaware, and I'm going to have to present this proposal to the judge. Now, when I intervene and I'm questioning and objecting to their settlement plan, and I prove to the judge that is complete garbage, then I have a door in which I can present an exhibit of my own proposed settlement for the lawsuit. Do you understand that? In other words, I could tell the judge, I don't like what they're offering. I would prefer us have this instead. And the judge will consider my settlement proposal as well as theirs. So that's where I'm going. All right. I see there's only 16 people here. Some people will be coming in and be a little bit behind on what we're talking about. So just catch them up in the chat when they finally do show up. I just want to get all the stuff out the way. So here's what's going on, people. Since it seems like a lot of people are having a hard time with the settlement letters, here's what I think I'm going to do. I got to get with some of my people, like Mike the Marine and Al and them, and let them give me their opinion. But I think what would be best for everybody is if I took my objection and went ahead and filed it, and then you would see what my objection is. And then in your letter, all you would have to say is, just as outlined in my objection, you object as well. Be a whole lot easier for you. But I got to see if it goes to I can't send it to the court. I got to send it to the Allegheny lawyers. All right. So, I want to push for and put a motion in that any documents that we send to the Allegheny lawyers be logged in online to where I can view it. I can look at yours. You can look at mine, just like you can if you go over to the Chancery docket, and you can see everybody's letter. Any letter anybody filed, I can go look at. All right. And that's what needs to happen with the mailing this stuff in to the Allegheny. Then it needs to be logged in with the special master as well. All right. They're supposed to send it to the special master, but we need some type of online communication that Allegheny has in fact taken this document and forwarded it to the special master. But that's another case. But the point is this, and this is what I want to get to right now, people, is in objecting to their proposed settlement, I'm going to get to propose my own settlement. That's what's going to be important. All right. I am building this argument of objection because I'm playing a few steps ahead of the ball game. I already know what my proposed settlement is going to be. I just now have to make the story go from here and end here. All right. I need that I'm about to write, my letter of intervention, to point to this as the only solution that shareholders would accept. Now, you're probably wondering, what's your settlement plan, CSI? And a couple of y'all are going, oh my God, everything's going to be left in the hands of CSI. No, I'm just intervening. And hopefully the judge will consider what I'm talking about. All right. Now, here's where we are at. Y'all want to know what the settlement plan is? I will tell y'all where I'm going. Because if you're following me, then you're watching the paperwork that I'm putting together and I'm sending in. I'm in this case, people. You can believe that. I believe the judge is going to let me intervene. And when she does, I'm going to offer the only solution and present it to the court that both shareholders, AMC, and Allegheny can all agree on. I got the plan. I know how to do it. Now, what is my plan? I will tell you what my plan is live on the Massalorian. Now, he don't know that yet, okay? So somebody needs to go tell Massalorian, come over here to this live and watch from starting around 6 minutes, all right? Because I'm going to I will reveal what my proposed settlement plan is to the shareholders over on the Massalorian's channel. Now, it'll be up to him when he wants to schedule it, but it should be soon, all right? Because we don't have much time. And you need to know, would you object to this, which is their settlement plan? And would you agree to CSI's settlement plan? And you're going to find out live on the Massalorian when I tell you what my settlement plan is. You're going to, everybody, yes voters, no voters, I don't give a shit voters, are going to say CSI's plan is the best. I guarantee it, people. And not only will I reveal it on the Massalorian, I would like to have Tony DeNaro, Just Another Ape, Feel for Real. I want them three there live with me as I discuss what my settlement plan will be. Okay? Y'all hear me? I know all 22 of y'all are listening because it's, what is it? 4 o'clock in the morning. Man, what a day I'm going to have. I've been up since 9 o'clock last night and doing this now, and then I got a doctor's appointment at 1. But there you go. See, I hear these motherfuckers say all the time, people. I heard Tony say it the other day. Well, I've offered my help. Nobody ever reaches off to me and tells me they need help. They just go run off and make videos. Bullshit. I've reached out to Tony so many times saying, Tony, can you explain this for us? And it goes completely unheard. All right. So I've reached out to Tony and I said, Tony, what about collateral haircuts? Can you explain what that means? And he's, well, fuck you. You don't want to talk about it. Now, whenever it comes popular, he wants to talk about it. But there's questions that Tony could have answered for us a whole long time ago. He just won't come to the table. And he won't be objective. All right. But I'm giving him an opportunity. Live, if the math live on his channel, we will have a community meeting. All the shareholders from everybody's channel could come over to the Massalorian and watch as I reveal what I believe is the best possible settlement for AMC. Because here's the deal, people. Here's the crux of it all right, is that if Allegheny wins this lawsuit, AMC is going to have to pay AMC. It's as simple as that. All right. AMC, and then people want to get stupid with me and go, well, it's not really AMC, it's AMC's insurance policies that's paying. Man, shut the fuck up. If AMC loses this lawsuit, AMC is going to have to pay $130 million. That's another point too. Every day this stock goes higher, the price of this lawsuit's going up too. So it was at 120 before. I think it's at like 135 million right now that AMC is going to have to pay out. And when you use it, man, I'm going to slap some people. AMC is going to have to pay out $135 million to who? AMC. Me. And you're going to give me one share for every 7.5. Man, get the fuck out of here. We're gonna get hit with $130 million lawsuit, and I get one share for every 7.5. That boat don't float, not in Louisiana. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There ain't gonna be a nap because I got to do this video, and that's why I didn't want to sit there and do a video and then have to sit there for another hour and a half editing it, and then I got to go next door. I won't get no rest. So I said, piss on it. I want to go live and tell everybody. Y'all go tell the Massalorian. Tell him I seen, listen, Mass. Let's get something understood, friend. All right. You were supposed to be the nucleus that shareholders flocked around. You were supposed to be the beacon. You were supposed to be the light that when your channel went off, there was something special for shareholders there. I know you tried to stay that way, but it didn't work out. You were off to a good start. But I seen you live, bro, and we're talking about it with somebody else today. When you put them headphones on, all right, and you listen to what Adam Aaron said, you go back and watch your own live. You could see in your face and in your body language, you was thinking to yourself, what in the fuck did he just say? Just like I said. Now, whatever the reason is that you can't accept that Adam Aaron, maybe it's because you're in so deep and you just feel like you have to believe in Adam Aaron. Fuck that. No, you don't. You can object to the settlement that they're proposing because it's bullshit. And we can all get on the same page because I'm going to challenge it, and I'm going to put my proposal in. I'm just giving Massalorian an opportunity to be the rallying point for shareholders, everybody's shareholder viewers to come and watch what we talk about. And I'm willing to go head to head with the best that are supposed to be out there. Tony, just another ape. What's his name? Slimy Steve. Super Steve. You can come on and come head to head with me. I'm going to give my proposals. You tell me why it won't work out. Tell me why you don't like that proposal. Tell me why you would object. Tell me why you would say, I would rather take 1 for 7.5 than the proposal that I'll put out. And I'm willing to go live, head to head with the hard hitters. Feel for real. Tell me how my proposal for the settlement of a class action suit is not better than what Allegheny is saying. Just come hear me out and come give us their opinion. No fighting. No fighting. Damn. Say, Phil, you got some dude over there on your Twitter, man. I pulled him up and was going to show y'all who he was. He just did a skit. Man, I swear to God, I had a friend sitting right here. And I said, look, I said, I need to do me a favor. She said, what? I said, I want to do a video, but I need you to hold the camera for me because I'm going to come in through the door and I'm going to act like Eddie Murphy, all right, in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. I was going to do that video. And one thing led to another thing, never got around to it. And then last night, I seen this man did a video, and he acted like he was Eddie Murphy in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, and he was mocking me. And I'm thinking to myself, what are the odds that I was going to do that very fucking video, and here this man is doing it and he's mocking me in it? And let me tell you something, people. That was some of the funniest shit I have ever watched. That man is very, very talented. I don't want to go pull up his name and stuff. We'll talk about it later. If he gives me permission, I'll start airing some of his stuff on here and point everybody to his channel if he's got one on YouTube. But face off, head to head, me, the CSI in one corner, Tony, just another 8, Sexy Steve, since I called him slimy earlier, I'll make up for it, Sexy Steve, and Phil for real. I will go toe-to-toe with y'all on a live. Anybody want to take me up on it? What's my proposed settlement? Before, and I'm not going to give it too much to y'all because I'm going to do it on the Mandalorian. But before you can understand what my proposed settlement means, you have to understand preferred shares and how they work. Okay. That's why I'm suggesting and saying I want Tony there. I want Tony to hear my proposal because it deals with the preferred shares. And I want Tony to tell me if I'm wrong. And I don't think he will. I don't think he will. He has to agree with it. Listen, I can't show you the screenshot, but I finished writing my objection to the first one where I'm talking about misleading facts in the document. I showed y'all that in the last video. When I finished that, I went over to ChatGPT and I talked to him. It is a professor. He's 30 years, been trying cases in civil courts in Delaware, blah, blah, blah. Y'all seen the prompt that I use when I want to teach ChatGPT to be my lawyer in this case. And I said, here's my argument. Bam. And I put it in ChatGPT. ChatGPT come back and said, God damn, CSI, that's tight. No, I can't recommend any changes at all. This thing is so well written. And I'm thinking, well, I know because I'm a bad motherfucker that even if ChatGPT says, no, dog, that's it. You got them there. Why? Because I anticipate every move that they could possibly make against my objection, and I've already got them beat in it. I'm very good at this shit, people. But my proposed settlement focuses on preferred shares. In the document, AMC refers to the creation of APE as AMC Preferred Series A Convertible Stock. Now, I'm not going to come on Mandalorian and be confrontational. At that point in my proposal, I would ask Tony to explain to everybody what that means, that AMC has just created a Series A convertible preferred share, and he can tell us what that means. All right, and then I'll move on to my next point, because we got to talk about AMC's preferred securities B, and we got to talk about AMC's preferred Series C convertible shares. We'll talk more about that, but you have to understand, if you're going to understand the settlement, you're going to have to understand preferred stock. So Tony, go ahead and get ready for the meeting. Put out your video on how to understand preferred stocks. What is a preferred stock A? What is a preferred stock B? What is a preferred stock C? What are the differences? I know. So go ahead and update everybody in a video, if you will. If you love the community, Tony, and you're so fucking smart, you could put together within a day a good lesson on preferred shares for the community. So they'll understand this proposed settlement that I'm putting out. I should have went live and had that son of a bitch come over here, huh? I'm reading your comments. Antara did not do a hostile takeover. Antara was sold them shares. It's only hostile if the company was not expecting it, like Elon did. They wasn't expecting Elon to do that. I did. When he didn't take that spot on the board after buying so many, I think it was like 5%. And he said, no, I don't need a spot on the board. I said, that's their ass. He's fixing to buy them. I don't know. That's not my specialty, Radar. There will not be a reverse stock split. Not if my proposal goes through. I've got the settlement right here. I've got, believe me, there's my motions with the little color tab. And here's the actual suit and the motion for expedited processing of the case. All right. And then from that, they had a discovery. All right. Then they came out with the settlement, and the judge said no, kiss her ass. Then they came out with the new proposed settlement. And now the judge wants to know, do we agree with the last version that he just put out? Do you agree with that? Every shareholder. Now, whether you vote yes or you vote no, it don't make a fuck. All you need to do is figure out, do I agree with what Allegheny is saying in this? And if you're thinking, I'm going to go ahead and just agree with it so that this can be over with and do the reverse stock split and give Adam Aaron the shares he needs, no, that's not we don't need to go down that road. We can, I don't want to give out the solution yet. I already know about stocks and crypto. Let me tell y'all something. People get mad at me, all right, sometimes when I do videos about certain YouTubers, but you don't know the ones that I don't do videos about, okay? Stocks and crypto is one of them. That man has been, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, young man, but you've been wrong so many times. And I don't mean just wrong. There's the big wrongs, all right? But it wasn't anything that could jeopardize the play. So there was no reason for me to put out a video and say, this YouTuber is wrong, all right? I don't give a fuck how many subscribers you got. I went toe-to-toe to some bitches that only got 100, all right? So I don't pick and choose the fight according to their status, but he's wrong. But it's not wrong, detrimental enough for me to come out and go, let me set the record straight, everybody, how this individual is wrong. I hate that shit. But if you're an arrogant piece of shit, you can believe one thing. I'm coming to blast you. That's the difference. That's why I don't go, them other YouTube channels, I hear what they're saying. They say shit about me. I don't give a fuck. They're not hurting nothing. But the ones that I believe are going to hurt this community, yeah, I'll speak out on y'all's ass in a minute. What's written in plain English? They listen. Robinhood deleted Mullen after their reverse stock split. Every broker should have delisted them. Delisted them? You mean halted them? For corporate action, maybe, but delisted? I don't know. I'm in Mullen. And like I said this in a phone call, I just don't have time, or I'd be putting it on Mullen's ass. I would stop that reverse stock split. Fuck that. That's enough of these companies doing reverse stock splits when you know what they're up to. So I just don't have time to fight the Mullen fight. But yes, I got a plan where we do not do a reverse stock split, people. AMC can raise cash. They don't have to raise the float. It should be rounded off to 550 though. I mean, who comes up? Well, it would never stay there. If you want to make it to 550, like I was just thinking, but it wouldn't be but 3 months before somebody would get vested some shares and it'd be 562. So a rounded number, no, it's not. It just looks good. He won't need it. He will never have to do. Just be cool till you see the offer that I got. I'm going to set the shit straight. Radar. Here's the answer. If there's no reverse stock split, how will AMC raise money to fight off bankruptcy? Okay. How much money do they need to fight off bankruptcy? How much money does Adam Aaron say that he needs? And what is he saying he needs it for? That's where preferred stocks come into play. He could do an offering right now for APE. If he did an offering right now and called it Preferred Offering D, all right, and it gave certain rights to the holders of Preferred D. All right, we got Preferred A, this Preferred D. Now, I would buy Preferred D if I knew that it was good towards the debt. That would be a contribution. At some point in time, the Preferred D into shares of AMC. Does not have to be today, does not have to be tomorrow, but he could sell a new preferred offering right now and give it its proper title of a distinction of what series. It's Preferred A, Preferred B, Preferred C, Preferred D. On Preferred D, you get these rights. All right, this will pay you a dividend 6 months from now. And he takes that money from that preferred offering and he tells us, this is what I want Tony DeNaro to come talk to y'all about, people, so that he can explain this to y'all, so that I don't say something fucked up and he has to circle back and tell me that I'm wrong. Just let him come on out and explain this. Listen, right now, if Adam Aaron thinks he's going bankrupt, he can offer a preferred equity unit and call it Preferred Series B or C or D. We're on D is where we're at. I'm going to prove that in my paperwork, and that this is how the company can stay afloat without hurting its shareholders. He could do a preferred offering G right now and say that that preferred offering G will pay a 20%, 20-cent dividend 6 months from now. You'd buy it. I'd buy it. It's trading back and forth, just like the apes. It's just that this particular ape would have specific rights tied to it. And also it would have specific promises that the money being generated goes towards this to pay off the debt, to get vending machines. I'm going to do this preferred offering to raise the money for the vending machines. I buy it. And it's promised that at a later date, it'll be converted and I'll get a share of AMC for it. But you don't reverse stock split it. If you take one share of APE right now and you reverse stock split it, the paperwork shows you it becomes 1/10 of a share. 1/10. That's where I bang their ass up. Well, I say that it's a good argument. I say, yeah, you can give me 10 $1 bills, or you can give me one $10 bill. In exchange of currency, that works. But that's not what's at issue here. We got 400 million cash on hand. We got 400 million cash on hand right now. What link did you post? Who is that? Beats Intelligence. I seen the hostile takeover. He's wrong. It's not a hostile takeover of AMC. AMC sold them that between AMC and the board and Antara. It's not hostile. Now, they used the anti-takeover measure against us in creating all that. But there's nothing wrong with that. They felt we took over the company and they did an anti-measure and they created APE and they whooped our ass. I mean, it's just the way it is. But it was legal. I don't know what link you're talking about, friend. Tendies, cool name. Do I think the judge could rule the reverse stock split is illegal? Here's what that entails. All right. That means I have to prove that the reverse stock split will cause me and the class harm. Now, that's where I kind of messed up in his brief. Okay. He was saying, well, my calls are going to, or my puts are going to expire worthless if we don't hurry up and get this thing. And Judge said, that's no reason to intervene. And it's the same thing here. I have to prove the reverse stock split will cause me harm as a shareholder. If I can do that, the judge will say, well, then they can't do it. If it's going to cause the majority of the shareholders to receive harm, the judge won't let the reverse stock split go through. If she sees no harm in it, she'll lift the status quo and allow it to go through. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, Antara, and I listen, I had this conversation with somebody on the phone today. I'm ready to lay down and take a nap. They want to keep talking about this bullshit. And I had to put and say, listen, man, here's what you're saying. Maybe not a hostile takeover. Well, you said it was. And it wasn't you that said it, he said it. All right. Well, it's not a hostile takeover, but what? Antara will print shares directly into naked shorted accounts. How do you know that? How can you prove that? It's like Massalorian said, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And it has nothing to do with objecting to the proposal. So all that is out the window. What's going on over there in another baseball field has nothing to do with this game. This game is all about now is that proposal that they're fixing to give us and spend $135 million. Is that good for us? In the discussion. Well, and then the synthetics, and then they're going to rehypothecate. I don't give a fuck about a rehypothecation. I don't give a fuck. Is that proposal that they're willing to pay us, do I approve of it as a shareholder? Answer, no. What's the solution? Give your own. And I'm going to do that live on the Massalorian. If they will not be assholes and put me over there and let me have my discussion with y'all and let y'all hear my proposal and let Tony tell y'all, Tony will tell y'all, I guarantee it, this is the best solution for AMC. Just another 8. That even might be Super Steve. I don't know. I forget. Now, Super Steve and Just Another Ape's two different people, I think. One's a real cocky piece of shit. Ain't got no fucking arms. You got a muscle shirt on, bitch, please. You realize how gay that looks? Not an inch of muscle on this motherfucker, but he wears muscle shirts in his videos. Yeah, well, see, and that's what somebody was when I was talking to another YouTuber, and they say, well, is ape legal or was it created illegal? And I said, it was created legal. It was created legal. Now, he used a nefarious tactic against retail investors. All right, when he created ape, he was playing a game of 3D chess. He was playing it against us because retail would not allow him to rise the float. He devised a plan to where he could circumvent shareholders with the anti-takeover and create the ape with. And his argument is going to be, and he is, because I've read it, that in fact, it was Allegheny that says it, that AMC is desperate for cash. So they did what they had to do in creating ape. So they're willing to let that go. That ape was created legal because AMC needed the money. And so I step in and I go, I agree. I agree. Ape was created legal. We can get on that firm foundation together that ape will be created equal. I'm just keeping it real with myself and y'all. What's called a loophole? What happened? Yeah. Well, it's a loophole, right? Now, in my paperwork, where's mine at? In my paperwork, I call Adam Aaron out on it. I have to admit that ape is legal, but I don't have to accept it as is. I can accept it that it was created legal, but you live around shareholders to do it. Is that legal? Yeah, it was legal. See, show y'all this document. Number 3 of mine, where Adam Aaron can get complete immunity once we accept this. And I object to that. And you should object to it too, but you have to know how to object to it. My hand's itching. Maybe that banker's fixing to knock at the door, bring me a suitcase of money. It is beyond the scope of reasoning to understand why class counsel would bring such condemning accusations against CEO Aaron and the board, then expect shareholders to simply accept, well, they may have done something wrong, then again, maybe not. That is what this document says. All right. This document states that after reviewing the case, Allegheny has came to the conclusion that Adam Aaron and the board may not have done anything wrong. Then again, they might have, but we're going to go on the assumption in the settlement that they didn't, and they get blanket immunity. In other words, class counsel is saying we brought an action that we may or may not prematurely have filed. See how I'm getting in the lawyer's ass. Now, you're going to sit here and try to convince me as a shareholder that Adam Aaron did all of these terrible things that you filed in this lawsuit. And then you tell me that you may have prematurely filed the lawsuit, that Adam Aaron might not have done anything wrong. All right. So you're admitting to rushing to court. You understand that? It is certain whether we can win the case or not. The Allegheny says that. Says this is a quote from Allegheny. Oh, no, that's my quote. I can't give y'all that one. I know that retail investors are known as dumb money on Wall Street, but give us a break. It would appear the purpose of the class council is to ensure blanket immunity in exchange for $30 million payoff from shareholders. You want me to give you $30 million to tell me Adam Aaron might and he might not have done anything wrong. So I disagree with y'all's bitch ass proposal. And I'm going to bring my own proposal. So we can establish ape was legal. Then if the creation of ape was legal, then the first 516 million ape were legal, right? If you say ape is created, it's legal. You get the special dividend. He calls it preferred in the document. He calls it preferred Series A convertible shares. Dividend is being given to common shareholders as appreciation. Okay. Now, he gives us rights with that preferred share. He outlines the rights to that preferred share. That's why Tony's important. He can tell you that a preferred share gets rights. All right. They have promises, all right, attached to them. Yeah, you could say, well, they're the first ones in case of liquidity, blah, 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 blah. Great. If in case of liquidity and in case AMC goes bankrupt, I think I'd rather have preferred shares than common shares if preferred gets it first. So, yeah, preferred shares, APE, Series A, convertible. It trades on the New York Stock Exchange as APE. Adam Aaron refers to it as convertible Series A preferred shares. Thomas, reach out to me. Common Sense Investor 2022 at gmail.com. Put a subject line like proofreading, and I'll know it's you. Because I get so many, dude, I'm getting hundreds of emails a day now. People are trying to figure out how to do the objection letter. It's very simple. All you got to do is say, you disagree. Y'all watched the video. I done did it. Why am I awake? I woke up so I could finish this brief. I had to overcome Adam Aaron and the bootlickers that say there's no difference between 10 $1 bills and one $10 bill. Or there's no difference between having 10 Hondas or one Lambo. You know, bullshit. Yes, there's a difference, and I have to prove it, and I did. I worked on that all night. Then I did the video on the objection for y'all. Then I went live instead of saying, fuck that. I'm not going to do no hour and a half worth of edits. I'll just go live and talk to y'all. On the docket, on the Chancery docket, I need to, let's see, what is that? That's the actual settlement. So let me run over here while we're talking, and I'll do it right now. Go get a copy of the link to the settlement for y'all. Because when I was coming up, oh Lord, people, let's see. Opposition, plaintiff's opposition to proposed. Okay, so they've answered Jordan. Plaintiff's opposition to Al from Boston. Let me see. Let me see if they have legitimate. I already know what I think they're gonna say. I told him already. A. Matthews letter requesting intervention. Holy fuck, it's 10 pages long. Oh, thank you, Al, for blazing the way. See, people, with the biggest thing that I'll take away from what they're saying to Al is they're explaining to Al in this letter that I'm looking at. I know y'all can't see me, but they're explaining to Al the reasons why he should not be able to intervene. Now, that's where they fucked up. And let me get back over here and let's talk about this. This is why I didn't want to file mine early. All right. Whereas when I say early is I want to file it Monday for y'all so y'all can have it to go by. And then in your letters, all you have to do is say you agree with this. You agree with this objection that I'm stating over here. And for space, you're just going to quote mine in yours. See, and it helps y'all. But strategy. Trial is all about strategy, people. You don't want to drop your arguments to your opponent too soon. There's timetables, and you have to meet those timetables. But I'm not going to rush and put out my brief right now when I don't have to share with AMC and Allegheny what they are for 3 more weeks, because then they get to prepare for it. All right. And that's what's going on over here with Al. Now, Al filed his. And good news, Al, you could do it again. All right. Because you didn't know any better that time. That was before the judge put out the letter about being correct and everything. You misfiled it according to the time, number one. That should have been a very simple be finished with answer to yours. But they went deep. But it's telling me why they denied Al so I can prepare my argument is basically what I'm here with y'all right now. Is that through reading this would be me filing mine and they saying, well, no, CSI can't intervene. And they would use the same excuses. Well, I'm already seeing what the excuses are. So they pull back the curtain and I get to see this. So this is good. Give me a minute. In fact, I love y'all. I got to go read these. Oh, the link. Fuck. Y'all needed a link to the actual. Okay. To the actual settlement. Let me see what else they got here. Opposition, exhibit letters. Okay. They filed a whole bunch yesterday. I've been busy preparing my argument, so I didn't. I got a whole bunch here to read, people. I got to pee. Here it comes. Oh. All right. Whew. I was about to have to stretch a hose in the bathroom. I had to piss so bad, but I got it out there to y'all. There it is. I think I can pin it too. Pin the message. All right, Boomer. In just a minute. There it is. It's pinned. That's the actual settlement. I did too. I got in at 42 after it was pumped up to 72. No. See, that's not right. Not one objection. One objection letter. All right, let me put it to you like this. I have put together objection number 1. It is tight. It is what we need. All right. I know. Well, if I send that to the court tomorrow, all right, and then next week I finish objection number 2 and 3, and I mail that in, and then I come up with objection number 4 and mail that in, no. They will take your first objection letter. So that's why I told y'all, you have to think of it like a sniper. You're going to get one shot to object, and it has to be reasons that the judge, and it has to be reasons that the judge will agree that your objection is valid, or she's going to agree with the Allegheny settlement. If the judge disagrees with my argument to object, she approves the settlement. If she agrees that my objection is valid, then she could possibly say the settlement is no good because of the argument that I present. I don't care, man. Cool. This motherfucker sitting up on the couch, ears poked up. He's coming now because he knows I'm talking about him. There, come here. Boomer gets jealous. See, Boomer? Boomer got jealous. He ain't want Bear getting no love. What, man? Come here. Come here. You silly thing. He's such a fucking adorable dog. I'm taking him to the vet. I mean, not the vet. I'm taking him to the groomer because his hair's so long, and I couldn't groom him the way he needs to be groomed, being a nice, pretty, long-haired dog like that. So I'm gonna take him to get his hair done. Stop, man. Come here, man. Come here, Bear. There you go. Oh. See, he's got such long hair. So he's better off if I take him to the spa and let him get groomed. What's everybody? He's mad. He wants to go play with Boomer. What's another question? Throw one out at me. And somebody's got a question. I got a question. How much longer are y'all going to keep me fucking live? Because I'm fixing to roll this. And I'm through for the day. No edits. Because I went live. I would make a joke right now, but people would think I would be serious. And I don't want to offend anybody. So right here next, she's walking back to the couch now because she didn't get no love. YouTube has policies. Questions. The fuck? You think I'm smoking? When was the last? In 2019, I think was the last time they posted a profit. Then we had the pandemic. But consult Tony, the financial genius. Don't quote me. I think it was 2019 though. How do I see it ending, Avid Trader? If you see the beginning of the live, you'll know how I see it ending. It ends with A, I object. B, I intervene. C, I propose to the court my settlement that I think is best for the class action for her to consider. And if she agrees with my settlement, she will enact it, or she can agree with Allegheny settlement and agree with it, or she could combine the two, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use aspects of Allegheny's settlement plan so that they won't argue against it. And if they go along with what I'm proposing, then yeah, they'd be worth $30 million if we can get it pulled off. Yeah. Come on, that's for the court, old dog. You know that. All of a sudden he's plucking and chucking over there on Twitter that he's upset about the brokers. Bitch, please. They've been fucking over us for 2 years and you ain't said nothing. This is where he's supposed to have this great awakening. There really is something. Oh my God. I didn't realize it, guys. I'm on your side again. No, bitch. Stay on your side. Get ready to pay out the money. With that team of people that I just got through describing, me, Tony, just another ape, feel for real. If we get on alive at the Massalorian, you'll understand how we can come out of debt real quick. Do I think Adam Aaron is involved in corporate sabotage? I'll tell you what I'd like to believe. I'd like to believe he feels the pressure from the right side, which is the hedge funds and the brokers and everybody that needs something done, that they need to get this fixed. And over on the other side, he's got retail pulling him saying, do something, cause a squeeze. And I'd like to believe that Adam Aaron is caught in the middle between the two fighting fractions. And he's trying to come up with what's best for the shareholders and the company. It's what I'd like to believe, but that's not the case. See, if I was in front of fucking judge and jury, that's how I'd present that to them, but it's not the case. I want to believe that. I've said that. Frankie Muhammad was one of the first people, old dog. He come out with a video and he said, I got a feeling they're going to fake covering, that they're going to let the price run up and it's going to be a fake run up. And after I watched his video, I went and looked over there what the short interest and shares and shit was. And I sat back and thought about it and I agreed with him. And I said, you know what? That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try to cover and have it run up to maybe, what, $8, $9, and knock off about 60 million of the legal shorts, bring the short interest down, which is all bullshit anyway, people. But it'll appear as if they've closed out their shorts, but we know better. They don't close them out until we hit the sell button. I don't know if that's true about him shorting. See, everybody's looking at too. Everybody's looking at some good weed. I forgot what I was going to say. They have a hard decision to make. They cannot let this motherfucker run, people. If AMC runs to 10, if what people believe about synthetic shares and shit, if AMC was to run to 10, it would collapse the financial system. Just my opinion. So they cannot let it run. Why? Because if it runs up to 10, can you imagine how many people are going to hit their sell button? When that happens, you drain their bank accounts. There went your transfer of wealth. And if too many people hit it at 10 and 12 and 22 and 30, hitting your sell buttons, that takes their money from them till eventually it has to stop. And how do they stop it? They turn the sell button off. You can't sell right now. Why? Because we ain't got no fucking money to give you. Now he's wanting loving. Huh. He don't like to be picked up, I think, because he knows it upsets Boomer. Yeah. Beat your ass. Now he jumps about 2 feet in the air. Beat your ass. I will. Thank you. With what Adam Aaron has set up right now between AMC, Common, and the preferred offering, what he's got set up right now is an amazing, amazing tool for AMC if it's used properly. But he showed himself that he has not used preferred shares properly. That's part of why Tony DeNaro can be on that live to explain how to properly execute a preferred equity unit. What makes the difference between a preferred equity A and a preferred equity B? I know the answer to that. But the community needs to know, and Tony can point them out. The compensation package. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I lost my train of thought and you brought me back to it. Everybody's looking at Adam Aaron and how his tweets are pointing out that the brokers and so forth. Oh, can you believe Robinhood had this glitch on their fucking site? Yeah, we can believe it, motherfucker. It's been going on for 2 years. All right. But everybody's going, look at how Adam Aaron is trying to play up to the retail investors now. Okay. I can see that. Look at what they filed in that 10Q, I think it's called. Compensation packages. It has a section in there that they've added that says they cannot hedge their positions. What does that mean? It means if you're long, you can't go short. That wasn't in the clause before. And if you're long, you can't buy puts to hedge your bet because that clause is now in that package. That 10Q says that they can't do that. And I asked people, I said, why do you think they did that? Why do you think they added that? I don't know. I said, simple. Antara did it. Antara bought puts on AMC, and now AMC's kind of spanking Antara's ass and going, hold on, bitch. You can't buy puts in AMC and hedge your shit, especially in the middle of a lawsuit. Do you realize how good that looks in my argument that Antara was supposed to have stepped in and saved the company, yet they're shorting it and they're buying puts, hedging positions? Yes. Well, technically, yes. Adam Aaron works for Antara. Why? Because Antara is a majority shareholder. So, yeah, Adam Aaron works for them. Adam Aaron could lose over 40. Oh, in the conversation, I explained that. Good morning. Hey, Prometheus, good morning. I'm getting ready to sign off. But just to give y'all an idea, I started the video out that way y'all won't have to go watch it again, is that I have created a roundtable of YouTubers to be meet on the Massalorian show. We can promote it, that all shareholders could come watch the show over there on the Massalorian, where I will be detailing what I believe the best settlement for this lawsuit is and how it's going to be beneficial for both AMC, Allegheny, and the common shareholders. And Ape. Everybody's happy in my proposal. Everybody is happy. If you're ape heavy, you're going to be happy with what I'm going to say. If you're ape heavy, since that's one of the phrases they like to use. So if you're ape heavy, you're definitely going to like my proposal. Morning. I guess now I got to sit here for another fucking hour since everybody's waking up. We've been here for an hour and we've had 20 people. Now everybody's coming on. Where y'all been at? Well, how come y'all not watching that pre-market line? How come you're not stressing? Oh boy, listen, common sense beats intelligence. If they let this thing drag on, just give me a little bit more time to get a little bit of dry powder. And because I know if the judge rules that my proposal's best, there won't be a reverse stock split. So I'll buy more ape if I know there's not going to be a reverse stock split. If Adam Aaron would have handled ape, the AMC preferred equity units, if he would have handled the distribution of them correctly, we wouldn't be in this mess. That's why I say, well, we're going to get what we want, but somebody's got to take the fall. And it's going to be Adam Aaron because he's the one fucked this all up. I didn't fuck it up. You didn't fuck it up. He fucked it up. I'm explaining how he fucked it up on the Massalorian just as soon as I see a video from him and Tony D. Come on, Phil, for real. Put out a video and tell everybody, fuck yeah, you want to go toe-to-toe with me live on the Massalorian. Only we're not going to be fighting each other. I'm just going to want your input as to what you would add to this settlement. What would make Phil for real happy? If we could make this lawsuit go away, what would make Phil for real happy? What would make Tony happy? What would make just another ape happy to see in this lawsuit? Now, I'm going to present mine and everybody's going to say, I like his. Doesn't matter. I don't have you. Tony doesn't have to like me. I've gave Tony, listen, Tony's gave me a lot of shit in the past. All right. That's why when he threatened to sue me and shit, I'm taking receipts and I'm going to prove harass. Man, fuck him. He's harassed me and gave me a hard time and calls me stupid and ignorant and retarded all the fucking time. Why? Because I don't read a financial, and that's what he says about people like that. So he talks about us like we're like that all the time. Now you get mad, you little panties in a wad, because motherfuckers is finally woke up and realized y'all full of shit with the yes vote. All right. But the reason Tony don't like me is because I beat him. Look at how he is, and he gets so fucking falling down drunk in his lies and screaming at people, just like Scavenger did the other day. Screaming at me, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I remember a YouTuber that used to act that way. Tony's a very smart man. Don't think he's not smart. And Tony has some input that he can add to the community, but he's too arrogant. That's why I don't mind putting his name in the hat. And I don't mind putting Massalorian's name in the hat. Because if they don't step up to the plate, then you're telling the community that. Because I will get into this court and I will have a proposed settlement. And it would behoove everybody to meet me over on the Mandalorian and let me explain what my proposal is, and see if Tony, just another ape, Super Steve, Phil for real, whoever wants to come on and argue against my proposal. Huh. Yes, on unsuspecting investors. That's why I was explaining to Froggy today when I was talking to Froggy, and then I'm gonna go. But there was a time when Lou had 80,000 followers and Trey had 400,000 subscribers. All right. But now, how big is their subscriber base really? I mean, how many of those 80,000 actually watch the videos? How many people of the 400,000 actually watch Trey's videos? See, people will hit a subscribe button. You've done it, I've done it, and subscribe to a channel. All right. And then forget all about it. And a lot of people's done that when they subscribe to those channels. Well, here's how you know. When you shut your channel down and then you come right back like Lou did, and now Lou's at 12,000, 13,000 subscribers, same as me. All right. Then you see that that is who his viewer base really is. All right. It's not the number of subscribers, it's the number of people that watch the videos. And so that's that. Who makes no sense? The fuck is this dude talking about? Yes, well, of course, the subs are bots. Okay. Let me, because I've got, I don't know if I should say that. I've got 3 other YouTube channels. I had to get them monetized. That's the purpose of those channels. All right. I don't do that over on this channel because I I understand the purpose of it. It doesn't matter that I got 700,000 subscribers. How many people are watching? That's how I caught the old boy from Genesis. He's got 700,000 subscribers. Bitch, you've been live for an hour and you got 100 people watching. There's no way you have 700,000 subscribers. How to differentiate real people from bots on YouTube? I can, to an extent. One of the big ones is message you on WhatsApp or some shit like that. That's a bot. Then you got there's another bot that comes up pretty frequently. Oh, investing in the crypto and how smart this person was. And then there's 23 or 30,000 or 23 or 30 responses to that tweet. Those are all bots. Right. That comment right there, that's a bot. I'm hearing one YouTuber constantly say bots, 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 bots in YouTube, but it's not necessarily bots. It could be somebody just don't like you and they trolling you. They come over there and fuck with me. Oh shit. Y'all heard that. That means motherfuckers are waking up and wanting to talk to CS. I really? GTI? Look, how's that saying go? Once shy, once burned, twice shy. How's that saying go? What's the saying when you get fucked over twice? No, that's not why they call you a hedge fund plant, Prometheus. I want to tell you why they call you a hedge fund plant. Because they don't know how to counter what you say. So the only counter they can come back with is, look, he's a hedge fund seal. Thing. Cause there was a video that's resurfaced that people are looking at. And the person is mad that it's resurfaced and he's angry that people are showing it again. But if that would have happened to me, pull up one of my fucking videos from a year ago and call me on it. And I'll be able to defend what I said back then. And that person can't defend what he said back then. So the other individuals must be shills. Why? Because you can't defend it. You said a year ago a reverse stock split was terrible for AMC and shareholders. But today you preach that it's good. Now, instead of getting mad at people for talking about the disparity, why don't you take an opportunity to explain what the disparity is? Why you believe that a year ago, but why you don't believe it today would be a whole lot more effective than calling somebody a hedge fund shill because they disagree with you and you don't know how to defend your position. I would have defended it very simple. We weren't about to go bankrupt a year ago when I discussed reverse stock splits. I mean, it would have been easy for me to defend that, but don't get mad. I did the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice video, and it got people were confused. They thought I was saying Frankie was a shill. No, I wasn't saying Frankie was a shill. I was saying Frankie just told you this was what a shill would say. And I'd be damned if Lou didn't put out a video right then at the same time saying exactly what Frankie said that they would say. Nobody caught that connection. They thought I was saying Frankie. No, Frankie had just said the Shields and their boot licking sons of bitches on YouTube are going to try to convince us to kick the can a little further down the road. And I said, you fooled me once. I believed in Lou the first time. I believe hard in Lou. I used to wake up to see Lou videos. All right. Shame on you. You fooled me. Shame on you. If you fool me again with the bullshit, shame on me. The worst thing that could happen right now, Adam Aaron say no reverse stock split. They're going to go ahead since they didn't realize it was going to cause that big of a trouble, and they're going to remove that option off the table. That's the worst thing we could have, people. And Frankie told you he'd be saying that. How can we kick the can? Well, get out of this fucking lawsuit because it ain't going our way. Is Antara the real threat? Yes, Antara is the real threat to us right now in ape. They have over 100 million ape, and they can drop 3 million ape a day and push this motherfucker if they want. They are a threat to us. That's why we got to get the ape out of Antara's hands. Hint, hint. How do you remove the threat? You remove the ape from their hands. Hint, hint. Sure. You know my email address. Common Sense Investor 2022 gmail.com. But I'm getting so many, I don't know if I'll see it. Because I'm trying to stay focused and get this lawsuit. Because now I'm at a position with my objection now where they brought the allegations against Adam Aaron. And the dust that they've kicked up behind these allegations to now say, never mind about what we brought the allegations, never mind about that. All right. They might have done it, but then they might not have done it. Fuck no. And you want $30 million to come to that conclusion? Y'all go watch my last video. I just posted it now on how to write your objection letters. No, the moment they voted yes, that's what the Allegheny suit was for. The moment they voted yes, that locked Antara in the deal. The next morning when we all woke up, there was supposed to be a reverse stock split, including Antara's shares. When they realized that in February, they filed the Allegheny lawsuit, which paused the implementation of the reverse stock split and gave Allegheny an opportunity Antara to sell their shares. Otherwise, they were trapped and was going to go through a reverse stock split, just like retail. Allegheny lawsuit saved them. I don't know anything about the Fed interest rate hike today. I know people specialize in that. That's them. You want to talk about the Fed interest rate? When I go to the fucking store and a loaf of bread is costing $5, there's a fucking problem. Allegheny works for AA and Antara. That's a fine accusation, but there's no proof to it. And even if it doesn't matter. There's shit that they got before this court. Tony DeNaro was talking about how Total's brief looked like it was written by a kindergartner. No, that shit that Allegheny put out, that looks like fucking kindergarten work. There's errors in that thing so many places. No, I believe if my settlement is accepted by the court, there will be no reverse stock split. Actually, we're starting to match 3-0. It's kind of like, okay, that's a good analogy. Let's use that. The game is coming up on the 29th, and you get an opportunity to put your money down. Who's going to win? Well, the spread is because shareholders, I had to see if I was going to say AMC, Allegheny, shareholders are like 3-0 in that courtroom. Well, 3-1, maybe 3-2. I got to go. I got to go walk the dogs, come back and read this shit from Al. Tell Al from Boston. No, y'all can't because y'all can't comment on this shit. I'll have to message him after I read it. I got to print it out, read it. Why did Allegheny deny Al from Boston? I will be doing a video on it, but I'm sure as soon as he wakes up, he will be doing a video on it. So let's see what he's got to say in relation to their objection. Now, he can re-object if he wants, or he can file it on time. All right. But we'll talk about that in a later video. Let me get off this live stream. Let me get the dogs walked. Let me start reading. Got another hour and a half. I can smoke this, read another fucking 200 pages of legal shit for us. Love y'all. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next video.